And Brian, now I see this headline in Huffington Post. It says Trump called Harris, and I don't use this term, but this is in quotes. Trump called Harris retarded, railed against Jews supporting her. Do you know anything about this, Brian?
I know that if Donald Trump opens his mouth, he's full of shit. That's it. And of course, I've heard him say,
railing against the Jews who support him.
What do you want? Donald Trump hates equally everyone. I saw
Tsunami Webster. Abortion is a non-issue for most women. Oh, really? Because they're responsible not to get pregnant. Oh, okay. Harris needs to stay away from that rhetoric. Really?
So, come on. That's probably a 10-year-old writing that, John.
Yeah,
That's written like a 10-year-old.
Well, no. That's an adult, Brian, who has the brain power of a 10-year-old.
That might well be a 10-year-old who just stole his mom's wallet.
but seriously, I mean, but the point of that, though, to me, that I take out of that is what, like, this is the new, and I've gotten this a lot from a lot of these righties who say, well, women don't care because it's only the women who are dumb enough not to use protection that are going to get pregnant. So it's the stupid people that get pregnant. Tsunami Webster, and this is a go-to for them. Thanks to the $2. Clinton cried foul too, talking about Hillary. Trump follows suit. Give me a fucking break. It's not even close to be comparison. How do you even compare that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Trump had organizations that worked for him behind the scenes against Hillary Clinton. So shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, this is so stupid. 26 elementary kids slaughtered on Obama. So now you're going to blame Obama blame Obama for fucking, mass shootings and not blame the NRA or the Republicans for not making fucking better laws in this country, gun laws in this country. Brian, we've all been through a lot of these close elections and everything else. But what do you think now in the final stretch the Harris campaign needs to do to really, solidify a win?
What the fuck? How can this election be close? Look, it's not a race between Harris and Trump. It's a race between democracy and fascism.
So I was just telling Brian, Richard, that last night I went out on a date with this beautiful Costa Rican girl who happens to be a liberal living in the state of Florida. And she was, she hadn't arrived yet. And I sat next to a girl from Pennsylvania, very educated woman, of course, with educated children. And then she looked at me and I had my Obama Biden shirt on, Richard. I don't care. I'll wear what I believe in. And the woman from Pennsylvania looked over at me. Her name was Joyce. And she said, "Thank you for wearing that shirt. I love it." And sure enough, now this is the part of the story that I haven't told yet. Then there's this blonde woman who's about 4 seats away, and she's giving me the stink eye at the bar. She won't stop staring at me. Just keeps on staring. And every time I look back, she's staring with like a snarl. Finally, she goes, "Why are you wearing that shirt?" I mean, she was half in a bag. I mean, she was inebriated. And she goes, I go, "What do you mean, why am I wearing that shirt?" I go, "I'm wearing the shirt." She goes, "What, you going to vote for them?" I said, "Well, Obama's not running, and neither is Biden. And but when Obama and Biden did run together, Florida voted for them twice. So why are you not wearing the shirt?" Sure enough, that woman then proceeded to knock over her full martini, got cut off, and had to take an Uber home. So there you go. That for me just depicts the liberal and then the Republican. And that says it in a nutshell. Obama's just such a great speaker, man. And it's just and you
just gotta like the way he talks.
But you know what? But Brian, that's he's so charismatic, isn't it? I mean, like, look, Jay Leno couldn't follow him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That's saying a lot because he's like a comedian in a way. He has the delivery of a comic.
He's very good.
Yeah, but I was just telling the Army Major that Liz Cheney has come out and said that she has little faith Speaker Johnson would certify a Harris election win. And I think she's right. But I felt bad for the youth who have to deal with this nonsense. Because my daughter is an environmental science major, and who cares so much about the environment. And she said it so eloquently to me when we were hiking. And she said, Dad, unfortunately, it's going to be our generation is going to have to fix this mess. And she's right, because it is the youth, and it's the smart, educated youth that are going to have to try and fucking fix all the damage that the Republican Party is doing, not only to our country, but to our global environment.